We have a great turnout today, and I appreciate the audience. We're hoping that we make it worth your while, and we've got a lot of content to distribute. So thank you. We work very closely with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Actually, the Cape Cod Chamber and our sister corporations have been designated as one of the regional economic development organizations. We work very closely with the Cape Cod Commission. We actually consider the CEDS that you just saw, the Comprehensive Economic Development Strategy, as the constitution for economic development on Cape Cod. And then we at the Cape Cod Chamber pick pieces from that we feel well suited to implement. The Cape Cod Chamber has organized itself into 4 pillars. I'm going to focus a little bit on the green highlighted pillar, which is our economic and community development content. We do a lot in Convention and Visitors Bureau marketing, as you know. We have a very active public policy pillar. And then we are a membership-based organization, so we pay a lot of attention to that. We develop 3 to 5 year goals, but we also have some 1-year action goals that really, again, either draw from the CEDS or address an immediate need in the community. This is just a list of them. I'm not going to go through them one by one. But I do want to touch on some of the things that we have found that work really well. The cross-silo collaboration is one of them. We are one of the SmarterCape partners, and we actually spend a lot of time with, actually every week, the CEOs of the partners get together. We meet for 1 hour, and we just try to continue to move the ball down the field in terms of economic development. So that's the Cape Cod Commission, the Cape Cod Tech Council, Open Cape Corporation, the counties, EDC, and the Cape Cod Chamber. We have found it extremely stimulating. We have found it kind of liberating, and we have found it actually pretty efficient. So through that, the Cape Cod Chamber has done some of the SmarterCape movements initiatives, including the marketing to businesses. We have helped to organize this summit. We helped to put together some comprehensive awards that we've tried to compete for through the Intelligent Communities Forum. And we are, in fact, the fiscal agent for the SmarterCape partnership. Just keep up with my notes here. One of the things that the Cape Cod Chamber is doing this year is really sending a loud and strong message that we want your business here. We do some phenomenal leveraging of the social marketing and internet marketing for travel and tourism, and we're going to try to exploit some of that and shift some of that attention over to this message about living, working, playing, and the creative economy on Cape Cod. So through that, we've also done our own data collection. We will have data sets relative to the private sector that will be information available to anyone in a transparent way. And we're also preparing a second year of marketing and advertising ads that really basically says Cape Cod is open for business and we want your business here. We've been tireless advocates for appropriate infrastructure. I think Leslie said it very well. It is a perfect role for government to set the table to let the private sector thrive and survive. In our view, there's some very important infrastructure that Cape Cod needs, and we need it now. Probably at the top of the list are wastewater systems to keep our primary assets clean and attractive. We need bridges that remain open during storms and during maintenance. We need building out of our high-speed broadband to work to create, to cross the digital divide and enable new types of business activity on Cape Cod. We need to maximize our new air facilities here in Hyannis, and we definitely want to grow the new summer train service. Wouldn't it be terrific if we could have that year-round, getting people to and from the Cape over our third bridge? And I do want to thank the administration for their tremendous support for the summer train service this year. We want to increase our creative economy through this work. You saw that the need for innovation and for our creative economy. So through that, we're working with the Cape Symphony Orchestra on their feasibility for a performing arts venue. And we also have, through the support of the Speaker of the House, we have a line item in the House budget. Whether it survives the entire budget-making process remains to be seen, but a line item for a feasibility study for indoor sports facility that could also be used to lure meetings and other events to Cape Cod. We always are looking for new ways to promote what we have. The Arts app is one of them, and Kevin Howard is going to touch upon that during the lunch break. This is done in a highly collaborative manner with the Mass Cultural Council, the Arts Foundation, and over 130 artisans in the community. Access to capital is huge. You know, there are barriers to business. Getting enough cash to do your day-to-day work, whether it's for inventory, buying the business location that you are succeeding in, is important to people. One of our sister corporations, in fact, does that for folks. We do a lot of SBA packaging and lending. And so Coastal Community Capital continues to be a major partner in the whole issue of access to capital and training and other infrastructure. And then growing our own. It's really critical that we have a very robust program to grow our own entrepreneurs on Cape Cod. We saw a lot of people out of the recession that were downsized, right-sized, or whatever, and we saw that kind of a blossoming of people that said, you know, I've had this business idea in the back of my head. I'd like to see if I can deploy that now and create my own business. We have a process for doing that. We've brought on Peter Carlson as our entrepreneur in residence, who's kind of guiding that process now and have done some fun and creative things with that. So I would like to actually introduce Peter to the podium now, and he's going to tell you a little bit about some of our tremendous success in growing our own. Thank you.